Hello, welcome back to Dead State. We're gonna just swap directly into our tier maker, tier list of items in Dead State. I don't think anyone has done this, so I thought, you know what, let's do it ourselves. I think I don't blame anyone for not doing this because this seems to be like a truly gargantuan task. There are 230 items. The wiki says 227, but if you count them, it's 230. I don't know why, but yeah, 230 items that we're gonna review today. Yeah, it's a gargantuan task. It's insane. So I got here a little bit of coffee just to like get the energy started. I also have a beer just in case in the middle of the tier list we're like, you know what, yeah, let's take a break and open up the beer. And I also have some water. This is gonna be really demanding to my voice, so let's see and let's hope it doesn't it doesn't like leave me without voice or anything. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this. This is good. I'm doing this live. I thought of doing it offline, but seeing that this was gonna be a really big tier list, I thought, you know what, might as well go do it on the on the stream and post the VOD in the YouTube, right? So that's what we're gonna be doing. If you're watching from YouTube, welcome and thank you for watching. And if you're live, most likely I'm not gonna like pay much attention to you because I'm just gonna try to dash through all these items as fast as I can, without many distractions, because yeah, like even if I spend like 1 minute per item, this is gonna take like 4 hours, so we're gonna have to go fast without many distractions. So that is that. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. This is gonna be really interesting. We have some music in the background to make it a little bit more interesting, more enjoyable, and yeah, we're gonna dash through all of this. I guess before we start, I'm gonna explain what's up with the tier, right? Hey, Moby, welcome, Moby. So before we start, I'm going to start by explaining the tier list, right? Like what are the tiers in the table. So we're gonna start by the B tier, which is the middle one. The middle one is gonna be it's good to have, it's not great, it's not bad. It's just an item that is kind of like neutral in the benefit. It gives you a little bit of benefit, but it's not great, it's not amazing, and it's also not bad. The A tier is gonna be an item good to have, and it has some added value. Like for example, it synergizes well with other items, for example, or it synergizes well with specific characters, or I don't know, it synergizes well with some weapons. Like for example, synergy value, good to have. Maybe the benefit is too good to put it in the B tier, so it has some added value. Good to have, it's a good item with some added value. Okay. Then is there's the C tier, which is gonna be the opposite. It's good to have. I guess I'll grab it, but maybe it's a little too conditional, too situational. Maybe the condition to get the benefit from it is very specific, and you may not get it right away. Or it's just an item that I guess I'll grab it, but you don't really see the benefit right away. So yeah, that's the C tier. Maybe there's a downside to it. That's gonna be the C tier. The S tier is gonna be items that are good to have regardless of the type of run that you're doing, right? So it's gonna be, for example, if you're doing a speed run, or if you're doing a loop run, or if you're doing like a challenge run, these are items that are good to have regardless, okay? Unless you're doing like an itemless run, but that's the exception for every single item in the list. So But yeah, this is a good one to have regardless, okay? And then the D tier is just like maybe an item that is too circumstantial, or the benefit is not very usable that much, or it's just like aesthetics, which are a couple of there are a couple of items that are very like not any benefit at all, just aesthetics. So yeah, that's the D tier. No benefit at all, or very too situational, too circumstantial to get the actual benefit. So yeah, that's gonna be our tiers, and I think we're just gonna start right away because we need to get moving. We need to start. Okay, so we're gonna start with the Ace of Aces. This is increased damage for all weapons. So this one is a really good one. It's a really good one, but it kind of gets redundant. There are a ton of other items that give you this exact benefit. A ton of other items that give you this exact benefit, like extra damage. There's the doctor's office. There are other items. There are like special interactions with the items. So, like, this is not necessarily. It's good, but it could get redundant. I don't know if that makes sense. So this one would be like a good one to have regardless of the run. So if that's the case, it would be an S tier. But I don't think that's the case for this. Once again, the rarity of the item, I think it's also important to take into consideration. If that was the case, like, all the damage that would be S tier, right? Because it's good to have regardless of the type of run. So yeah, we're gonna put it in the B tier. Just, it's a good to have, but I mean, if you don't get it, you don't get it. You have also the doctor's office. You have other items. You have the mama's cookies, the butterscotch bunny, etc., etc. So I think it's just like a B tier just because of the rarity that it has. Okay. Ace of Clubs, increased damage for machine guns. This one is conditional. It's a good one to have. I guess I'll grab it, but it's very conditional, very situational. So only for machine guns. So yeah, I think this is going to be the C tier, and there's a problem with these games. Something that I have always criticized about the game. Oh, okay. Let me lower the music. Thank you for letting me know. So this one is a little too situational. I don't think there's like much benefit of it unless you have a machine gun, right? And the problem with the game is that limited weapons are not very usable, because if they run out of ammunition, that's it. Like, that's it. They get destroyed automatically, and might as well just destroy from the very beginning. There's like the Heart of Steel that gives you max XP if you destroy a weapon. So that's a problem that I have always seen with the game. Hopefully the devs kind of sort this out. They are kind of like helping with the weapon shop that gives like now sells like an ammo refill. So that's kind of like counteracting, and there are other items, couple of items that kind of counteract that. But yeah, like, limited ammo weapons are like they run out too fast. Like, in a couple of rooms, 3-4 rooms, you're already like out. So might as well just destroy from the very beginning. So this one is very situational, very circumstantial. So I think it's gonna be a C tier. Okay. Ace of Diamonds. This one is damage for explosives. Once again, this is like very situational. However, this one has a lot of synergies. There's like the explosive rounds with the dynamic stick. There's the explosive pods. There's the explosive enemies. There are explosive weapons. So it has a lot of potential for synergies. So I think just because of that added value, even though it's like very circumstantial, just because of that added value, we're gonna put it in B tier. It would be here in the C tier, but we're gonna put it in the B tier just because of that extra added value. Ace of Hearts, increased damage for shotguns. Once again, it's very circumstantial, very situational. Jules start with the shotgun, so it might be good for her, but other than that, I think it's gonna be a C tier, very situational. Ace of Spades is melee weapons. Once again, this is very situational. There are two characters that have default melee weapons, and it kind of synergizes with the Knuckles. But yeah, it's not amazing. It's not amazing. It doesn't have many synergies. It doesn't have much value other than for these other characters. But if that's the case, just get the Ace of Aces, or get some upgrades from the doctor's office, right? So that's that. That's gonna be a C for me. Ambrosia is like a one-time use heal. I guess it can save you run. It can save you from dying, but it's not a. It doesn't represent a benefit, like a long-lasting benefit. It's just like a Hail Mary, and that's it, right? So yeah, the Ambrosia, not amazing. Once again, it can save you run, but it doesn't represent any extra benefit other than just like a Hail Mary. So that's gonna be a C tier for me. Now, Ammo Recycler. Ammo Recycler is one of those items that kind of like counteract a little bit the limited ammo weapons. I'm not sure how much of a chance it is to recycle ammo. It synergizes with the liquid lock. If you get liquid lock, this is gonna be more beneficial. So I think this is a good one to have, especially because of that issue that I mentioned with the weapons. It kind of makes them not usable, but this kind of like counteracts that, makes the game be a little bit more like it adds a little bit more variety to the game. So I think this was gonna be a B tier, could be maybe A tier, but I think this is a little too much, so let's go with B tier. Ancient Tome, this one is bosses will spawn with 25% less HP. 25? No, I think I'm confusing this with an item in Gungeon with Andromeda Strain. The percentages are not really clear in this game, so this is just like lower health in bosses. I'm not sure about the HP, but this one is just like a good one to have regardless of the type of run that you have. Bosses with less HP, hell yeah, like regardless, it's gonna be a really good one to grab. Now, Ancient Urn, dropping to 1 HP will damage every enemy in the room. Now, I don't like this type of items, because this type of items kind of like forces you into taking damage to get the benefit. So it's too situational, too circumstantial, and it requires you to take damage which you don't want to, right? I guess it kind of synergizes with other items like the Dead Eye, and there are other items like this one, Unreliable Angel, I think it is. So it kind of synergizes, has a little bit of like an extra value there, some added value, but still like I think like getting hurt is not amazing. Not amazing if you need to be 1 HP to get the benefit of it. Now, I haven't tested it. I don't know if this is gonna be like every time you get into a new room you get the effect, or it's just like the moment you get hit and you drop to 1 HP you get the benefit. The rest of the rooms not. So I'm not sure if that's how it works, or if it is every room. If it is every room, it would be a little bit better. But this one I think is gonna be a D tier, even though it has a couple of synergies there with other items. Arrow, bullets travel farther. I think this is just like a good one to have. The rooms in the game are not that huge, are not that big, so this might be a little redundant sometimes, but I guess it's a good one to have. So I think we're gonna put it in the B tier. There's no downside to it. Bullets travel further. That's it. Really good to have. Not amazing, not bad, just good. So there you go. AU, chance for golden enemies to spawn and drop only gold coins. Now, one of the funniest, not the funniest, like the funnest, I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, like one of the something that I enjoy a lot doing in a run, and I think like super fun. It's just hoarding tons and tons of money. So this one, at least in my opinion, I enjoy this one because it gives me more money, and that's something that is really fun to do. Hoarding like thousands and thousands, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 in a single run. That's something really nice, and this one kind of like gives you that benefit. So I think this one's gonna be B tier. Could be lower, like, but like it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, but it's not amazing, so it's gonna be a B tier. How many items there is? 230. So we're gonna be here a while. We're gonna try to go as fast as we can, but we'll see. We'll see. Aura of ammunition. So this is an amazing item. This is an amazing item. This one gives you a chance for enemies to drop ammo when killed. So these ones kind of counteract this limited weapon kind of deal, right? Limited ammo weapons kind of deal. That is not very good. It's not very enjoyable. But this one right here gives you more options to play with more weapons and get more ammo, right? Instead of like running out in like a couple of rooms, you have the option to play longer with different weapons. So this one is very cool to have. Very good. I think it's gonna be an A tier. It's not S tier. It's not gonna be B tier, just like regular old B tier. I think it's better than that. It's very good. Increases the variety in the run. Gives you more options. So A tier it is. Baby chunks, chance for mini chunks to spawn and attack enemies. So I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it. So we're gonna go to B tier. The baby chunks deal an amazing amount of damage, like an insane amount of damage. It's really good to have. It's really good to have. But it's not amazing. It doesn't have any downside either. So we're gonna go with B tier here. Backup. So here's the thing with the backup. The backup is like after staying in a room for like a certain period of time, bombs drop from the ceiling and damage all the enemies, right? However, by the time the bombs drop, you have already cleared the room. So you're not just gonna sit there running around while the enemies are after you just because you wanna get the backup. You're gonna kill the enemies way before the backup even comes in. I guess it kind of works with bosses. Bosses fights are a little longer. The arena fights are also longer, so it kind of works in that context. But other than that, I really don't see much benefit in this one. So that means that it's gonna be C tier, or you know what, D tier, just because you don't really get to see the benefit. You don't really get to see the benefit. So yeah, the benefit is there. It's just not very usable unless you just like AFK in the room, you know. But that's not ideal. Just because. Now, bait. Chunks takes longer to move between runs, between rooms. This one is also not amazing. Without it, you can outrun chunks. Without it, you can outrun chunks. So you don't really need it to outrun chunks. And also in the last update, they made it that chunks heals if they go. It goes from like one room to another. So you don't wanna change rooms while fighting chunks. And if you wanna escape chunks, just go. That's it. So he's not gonna catch up with you. So this one is the benefit of it is not amazing. So I think we're gonna put it in the D tier also. Now, ball and chain, no knockback from the weapons. Knockback is sometimes useful, and most of the times that you're playing with knockback, so it is kind of like in your muscle memory, right? So I don't know about this one. I guess it's a good one to have. It might like screw a little bit, like make you a little uncomfortable when you have like a lot of muscle memory. Speedrunners, we use the knockback to move faster between rooms. So this one is, I don't think it represents a downside necessarily, but it's also not amazing. I guess we're gonna put it in the good old B tier, right? Bandolier. Weapons don't use any ammo for the first 3 seconds after entering a room. This one is amazing. Definitely A tier. I don't know about S tier, but A tier definitely. This one counteracts 100% the limited weapons, the limited ammo weapons. It counteracts that. It gives the option to just like enter a room, shoot your massive explosive weapon, change to the other ones and kill the remaining enemies. So it kind of has this change in the gameplay that is very, very entertaining, very fun to kind of like swap weapons all the time, and yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I like it because it gives me the option to play with more weapons and explore more weapons. So that one is a good one to have. Definitely A tier. Beating bomb. Enemies may explode on death. So yeah, I guess it's a good one to have. It's not bad. There's no downside to it. It's not amazing. I guess it's a good one to have. It synergizes with the diamond, Ace of Diamonds. It synergizes with other explosive related items like the barrel. So yeah, I mean, it has some added value there. I guess we could put it here, but let's put it in the B tier for now. It's a good one to have. Now, oh, the ramen. the ramen is just D tier straight away. Like the beef ramen, this one is beef ramen. Yeah, it's beef ramen. Chance to block incoming damage when you have less than 100. You will never have less than 100. Just clear 2 or 3 rooms in the game and you're already like at 200 gold. So you won't be at 100. And if in case you're at 100, or like you buy items in the shop just to be at 100, go to another 2 rooms and you're gonna get a lot of money. So this one is not amazing. It's very, very, very conditional, and to meet that condition, that criteria, it's very hard. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to try to be on the 100 to get the benefit. So yeah, definitely D tier. All the ramens are gonna be D tier, but yeah. Bigger bullets, I don't know if bigger bullets mean, I don't know if bigger bullets means more damage, but something that I kind of like from my experience in the game that I feel happens is that sometimes the hitboxes are kind of strange, especially when the enemies that drop from the floor, they kind of it's a little bit of a difficult hitbox sometimes to hit. So bigger bullets definitely help with that. It's a good one to have. It's not amazing, it's not bad, there's no downside to it, so I guess we'll put it in the B here. Big heart. Beefy enemies become more common but drop more money, so it's a good one to have, but it has kind of like a downside to it. There are other items that just give you straight up money, right? More money from pots, more money from golden coins, right? So this one has kind of like a downside to it, that is beefy enemies. So yeah, we're gonna go C tier for that one. Big spender. When a weapon runs out of ammo, you can continue firing using money. Now, this one is kind of good because it kind of works in a similar fashion like these two. However, wasting the money that way, I don't know. Unless you have like a 40,000 money or something like that. But yeah, usually when I get this item, I have like 200 money. So it's not really amazing. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna put it in the B tier. I guess it's a good one to have. Not amazing, not bad. It's a good one to have. Blacksmith. anvil, destroying a weapons will create a different new weapon that can be destroyed. This means that if the new weapon runs out of ammo, it's not gonna be destroyed. You're gonna destroy it yourself. I guess it's a good one to do. It kind of synergizes with items that give you benefit when you destroy a weapon. Kind of synergizes with that. However, like, it's not amazing. Like, I have grabbed it before, but I don't really see it. I don't really understand the benefit of it. Getting a new weapon that can be destroyed, I don't know what is the benefit of it. No idea. I guess it can synergize with this one. But yeah. I think what you wanna do is just like get a good weapon that can be destroyed, you know, and it's a little random, so I don't know. Let's put it in the C tier. Block of ice, enemies are stunned for a second after entering the room. This one is a good one to have, could be good. I don't see any downside necessarily in this one. Some enemies spawn above screen, and sometimes you have to like wait for them to like go down and you'll be able to hit them, so that could be a little bit annoying. It is more annoying with the snow globe. This one is not as much, so I think this one is a good one. Good old B tier, I think. Now, blood bullets, chance to obtain ammo after taking damage. This kind of works in a similar fashion to this, but it requires you to take damage. So I don't know about that one. I think we're just gonna put it in the C tier, just because the condition to get the benefit is taking damage. No, that's a big no-no for me, at least. Unless you intentionally take damage, you have reliable ways to get healing, or maybe you can synergize it with the shield, maybe. So it has some synergy potential, but it's I don't know. Like, taking damage as a condition to get the benefit is a big no-no for me. Hey Moby, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one, Moby. Sorry I wasn't paying too much attention to the chat, but yeah. Have a good one, Moby. Thank you for stopping by. But anyway, let's keep going here. Blood money. Taking damage will give you money. Same situation. Now you already have items that give you more money. You already have items that makes weapons drop more money, or pots drop more money. So this one, taking damage to get more money, by a big no-no for me. I could even put it in the D tier just because the money is not that relevant. You will get money eventually, you know, and there are other items that counteract that. Ammo, I think is you get more benefit with the ammo. So we're gonna put this in the C tier, and this one in the D tier, just because the money is so redundant sometimes. You can get 40k gold, so this item would be literally useless. But yeah, I don't think this one is a good one. So, Bloodthirst allows you to absorb blood before it hits the floor. Now, this one kinda synergizes with this one. This one is Gorier Kills, more blood, more splashing blood. And this one gives you more money with this. Now, it's a good one to have, yes, kinda requires you to change your game style. So, I think we're gonna put it, could be a little in the C tier. It's not necessarily a downside here, so we're gonna put it in the B tier. And it's synergized with the blood vial, which is Gorier Kills. So this one, there's literally no benefit, just more blood on screen, but it synergizes with these. However, yeah, this one is not, there's no benefit just by itself. Doesn't represent any benefit, so we're gonna put it in the D tier. However, because of the synergy, kind of has a little bit of like some added value there, so C tier, I guess. Anyway, Bunker, chance for your shots to knock enemies further back. This is a good one. It's a good one. There's no downside for it. It's a good one to have. So I think for this one we're just gonna put it in the B tier. It's just a chance to like bonk enemies, um, but there's literally no downside. Put it in the B tier. Brass knuckle, melee weapons do extra damage, and fist weapons do even more damage. So this one is just a damage up, but it's very circumstantial. It's amazing with Fuji, it's amazing with Digby, but you already have like extra damage, you already have the doctor's office. So yeah, too conditional, too situational, we're gonna put it in the C tier. Now, breeze bots. This is a merely aesthetic one. However, I do like it. I do like it because it gives you more kind of like the music that you get with the breeze bots is so frantic, it's so energetic. So I do like it as a musician myself. I'm like, every time I get breeze bots, I'm like, yeah, give me that, you know. So just because it's just merely aesthetic, it would maybe a D tier, but I do like it, so we're gonna put it in the S. I'm kidding. C tier, I think it's a good place to put it. It doesn't represent any downside. It doesn't represent any benefit. It's just I like it, so we're gonna upgrade it a little bit. Yeah. Broken mirror. Bullets are reflected on impact with enemies. Now this is a good one. This is a good one. However, it anti-synergizes with other items. Like for example, explosive bullets are not gonna work with this because you hit an enemy and the bullet bounces into other sides of the room. So you're not gonna get the value for the explosions. There are other items that kind of like break with this. Mitosis fully breaks with this, so it's a good one to have, but it has some anti-synergies with other items. So I think because of that, we're gonna put it in the C tier. BTGO, buy 3 get 1. Buying 3 items gives you a free item chest. This one, I think it's a good one to have. It's not amazing. I guess it's good. Oftentimes you will get 3 items from a shopkeeper, and this one is going to give you a lot of value. So it might even be like an A tier, because yeah, oftentimes you will get 3 items, and sometimes I even like give me the map and the ambrosia, and then another random item just to get the chest. It's not difficult to do that. So I think this one can give you a lot of value. So yeah, you know what? Let's put it in the A tier. I feel comfortable with it in the A tier. Now let's see. Wait. Bullet brain. So this is weapon spawn with more ammo. So this one kind of helps with the issue of the ammo, right? That I'm saying. However, it doesn't really solve anything. So I guess an A tier could be good, but we're gonna put it in the B tier just because a little bit extra ammo don't really necessarily mean that you're gonna get more ammo drops. So yeah, I guess you can clear maybe 1 extra room with the same weapon, but at the end it's going to run out of ammo. So it's not really amazing. Busted microwave. This is just a damage up. You can kind of go with like a radioactive build, but it's just a good one to have. Your bullets get like a radioactive aura that deals damage to the enemies. It's not a lot of damage, I guess it's just a damage up, but it's like all bullets get the effect, and there's literally no downside to it. So you know what, B tier is good. Bruiscoach Bunny, increased damage. So I guess this is another B tier, similar to the Ace of Aces. Increases damage, so it's kind of redundant. Several items do exactly the same. So yeah, there you go. Bossy spawns a boss sub-body that rotates around you and damage enemies. So this is kind of like a familiar that goes around you and damage enemies. It doesn't target anyone. It's just literally circles around you. So it's kind of not amazing. I'm gonna put it in the C tier, just because it's not that great. It's not actually that great. So So yeah, we're gonna put it in there. Calendar. You get a benefit depending on the day. On Monday you get, I don't know, I don't know exactly how it works, but for example, Monday you get damage, Tuesday you get a speed, Thursday you get a fire rate, I don't know, like extra HP, etc, etc. So I think the 4 benefits that you can get is HP, speed, fire rate, and damage. Those are the 4 benefits distributed in the throughout the week. It's a very interesting mechanic. It's a very cool item. Every time you get the item, it's like, oh, what day is today? What do I get? You know, it's kind of like a surprise. It's cool. It's a cool mechanic with this item. So, but at the end, it's just like 1 benefit per day. So I think it's gonna be a B tier. It's good. It's interesting, the mechanic, but it's not too interesting for this. The benefit is not an A tier benefit. So a B tier is gonna be good for that one. Candy bag, enemies and pods drop more money. So this one is straight up good. I think this is an A tier. It's similar to the AU, but it doesn't necessarily mean beefier enemies like this one, right? So, and it has the added value that is not only enemies, but bots. So I think this one is an A tier. Candy cane increases max HP. I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, but I guess if you're like a beginner player, the extra HP is going to be more valuable. But if you're like an experienced player, 6 HP is more than enough, 8 HP is more than enough. If you get a couple of these, you get to 10, you're set up for the whole run. So yeah, I guess this one is a good one to have. There's no downside to it, so just put it in the good old B tier. Caramel Bunny fire rate. Fire rate is one of those stats that it would be here because it's a good one to have. No downside. However, fire rate is one of those stats that I personally enjoy upgrading. Like, you could get a shotgun to be literally a machine gun. You could get a magnum to be I don't know, a Uzi. So it's one of those stats that can be really fun to work with and to kind of like build upon. So just because of that, just because I really enjoyed 8 tier, fire rate, 8 tier. Now, Chaos Token randomizes all of your items at the start of the next floor. This one is a big no-no for me. So you could have, for example, really good fire rate, good ammo, lower HP in the bosses, and then you get this next door is like, screw you buddy, you are gonna lose all your items. You could get really good value out of it, like it can happen, or you can get like really bad value out of it, like all of your good items are gone. So it's kind of like a gamble. I guess you can do a run just for the fun of it. Chaos Token run, it's kind of good, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a D tier for me personally. Could be fun to play with, to play around with, but yeah, you kind of try to build up your run. You kind of try to build the damage, you kind of try to build the fire rate, you kind of try to build the ammo, and then this kind of just like randomizes everything. Once again, it could be fun to do a run like that. I have done runs of Chaos Token before, but yeah, you kind of try to build the run, and this is just like a big downside. Anything that is like gamble is kind of like a downside. So yeah. Now, chicken ramen do more damage if you have less than 100. Big no. You will never have less than 100. So yeah, there you go. Moves faster. It's a stat. Increase your stat. Hey, give me the music. It's a stat. You will get there's no downside to it, so you know what? Good old B tier. Chocolate bunny, jump height. That's one of those stats that is, I guess, is good. It synergizes well with other items like the stunning boots. Which one it is? This one. Synergizes well with that one, so it would be a C tier. I don't think there's much value to it, but it has some added value in the synergies. So yeah, B tier for me. Now, Christmas gift. Get a free item at the start of every floor. Every floor is floors, secret floors, bank, bathroom, kitchen, arena. This is definitely an S tier. The value that you get out of it is insane. It's insane the value that you get out of this item. And items is what build the runs. The runs are built with items. So get free items every floor. Definitely is something really good. Crisis Medallion. When you hit 0, you will stay alive rapidly while losing money. Now, this one is an A tier for me. It can save your run, it can save you, it can allow you time to get to the shop and buy an ambrosia, as long as you have a decent amount of money. So it's kind of like a saving grace, kind of conditional a little bit, but I think it's a really good one to have just in case, just in case. It's a good one to have. So I like it. A tier. It has some value in case you die, right? So yeah. Combustophile makes all explosions larger. Enemies killed with explosions will explode themselves. So this one is a really good one. Kind of synergizes with the diamonds, synergizes with the enemies, synergizes. It has a lot of synergy value. So I guess it could be maybe an A tier because it has a lot of synergy value. So yeah, let's go with it. And it also has synergizes with a lot of weapons, a lot of items. So yeah, a lot of synergy value. So let's put it in the A tier. Comedy. Enemies will release a barrage of projectiles at other enemies upon death. It's a good one to have. There's no downside to it. It's completely necessary? No. It's amazing? No. There's no downside to it, so good old B tier for this one. It's good to have. It's definitely good to have. Now, Compass reveals location of shops, treasure rooms, boss rooms, and more on the map. Now, this game is just about exploration. You explore the mansion, right? You explore the state. And that's the gameplay. You go around killing enemies, finding the key room, finding the boss room, trying to get as much money, finding the shop, finding the secret rooms. So this one kind of becomes a little redundant unless you're kind of like speedrunning. This one would be a lot of value, but yeah, I don't know, like at the end it's kind of redundant. I feel like it's very redundant, so I think I'm gonna put it in the D tier. Just because, I mean, it's a good one to have, but you don't get value as much because at the end, once again, like the gameplay of the game is exploring, right? So yeah, there you go. Coupon decreases cost of all items in the shop by 25%, and this is all the shops. Sibyl, Cordelia, Roselia, all the shops are 25% cheaper. So this is definitely an S tier. Especially in a loop run. It's a good one to have in any type of run, right? But in a loop run, it's like, oh my goodness, thank you. So it's definitely S tier. Cheaper items is always good. Ambrosia, cheaper. Maps, cheaper. Items being cheaper. Upgrades being cheaper. Definitely a good one to have. Curse Crown, all enemies take a little damage after entering a room. This one is one that I grabbed. It seems good, but the benefit is not perceivable. I don't know, like I always grab it just because it's good, right? Enemies taking damage, yeah, that's what we want, right? But the benefit is sometimes not very perceivable. I wonder if you stack a lot of these, you can just enter a room and kill everybody. That could be interesting to try. Um, However, yeah, the benefit is not super perceivable, so we're gonna put it in the C tier just because. Curve ball increases fire rate but causes projectiles to curve. That is not bad. What happened with the music? My goodness, let's put it in shuffle. Curveball causes enemies increases fire rate but causes projectiles to curve. That's not a downside. Trust me, that is not a downside. This is something good. If you stand in the corner of the room and shoot towards the other corner of the room, you're gonna see that the curvature is not bad. It's not as bad, and it helps with like crowd control and suppression. So it's really not that bad. And fire rate, one of the best stats to upgrade. So A tier definitely. Darts. One enemy is marked for death at the start of every room. Marked for death means that it takes more damage. So I guess it's a good one to have. Not amazing, not bad. It's just good to have. So let's put it in the good old B tier. Demon Lung. Fire will burn enemies for a longer amount of time and do more damage. Wait, which one do we have? Yeah, Demon Lung. Okay. So this one is a good one to have. It synergizes well with a lot of items, like for example the flame, the lighter. There was another one. Well, yeah, I mean this one is the poison, the gas mask is also burning. So I mean this one is a good one to have and has a lot of like added value because of the synergies. So because of that, I think we're gonna put it in the A tier. It's a good one to have. It's a good one to have and has a lot of synergy value. So you know what? Hell yeah. Now, Deadeye. Deadeye is a complicated one. This is locks you to 1 HP but doubles your fire rate and damage. So if you're doing like a hitless run, this is a definite take. It synergizes well with items that kind of require you to be at 1 HP. Like for example this one, the Unreliable Angel. Synergizes well with, for example, the Fancy Shield. Fancy Shield is an amazing item. So this one is kind of good. It's kind of good. But I mean, high risk, high reward, right? So I think I'm gonna put in the C tier, but if you dare, could be like a B tier or even an A tier. You know, if you wanna do a Deadeye run, but like it's very conditional. Locks you to 1 HP. There's no way to increase your HP. I don't think there's a way. I tried like upgrading with the doctor's office. It didn't work when I had the Deadeye. So yeah, we're gonna put in the C tier, but once again, like the benefit that you get is really good, really good, and it could make for a fun run. Could make for a fun run, for a fun challenge. So there you go, and it has some synergy value with other items. B tier, I think. Now, Dead Rat. Chunks never spawn again. This is a bad item. D tier, bottom of the list. Chunks never spawn again. Like, chunks are good. Chunks are good. Chunks are money. Extra money every floor. I don't see any reason why would you ever not fight chunks. At the beginning it might be scary if you're like new to the game, but chunks is one of those. It's like one of those fights that you just do and get money out of it. Allows you time to go and explore, find secret rooms, which is more items, more weapons, more money. So the fight is not that difficult. So you definitely want chunks. You want chunks to appear, and you wanna fight him. It kind of depends on the playstyle, but for me at least, I see this item and I'm like, no, I want chunks. I want chunks. I want the money. So yeah, this one is gonna be a D tier for me. Destructive aura. You can walk into pots and destroy them. This one is a good one to have. I don't see any downside. I guess the downside could be like some enemies spawn from pots, and you can get hit, but that's not that big of a downside, and it kind of synergizes with the pocket watch. So yeah, I think this is a good one to have. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, diet pills, I don't think it's a very good one. I don't know if it's a C tier or a D tier. The diet pills increases your movement speed a little bit after entering a room for a period of time. So that could be even a downside if you think about it. Like the muscle memory that you have might be affected with the diet pills. And I mean, extra speed is, unless it's like a permanent upgrade, it might be a little like thrown off, might throw you off a little bit. I don't know. I never grabbed this item. I grabbed it a couple times, but after that it's like, yeah, no, I'd rather not. So I guess it's a benefit to be faster when entering a room, but let's put it in the C tier. Double slurp cup, bullets travel faster and splash blood upon impact. So this one kind of synergizes with the this one. I already forgot the name. With the bloodthirst, kind of synergizes with that one. It's not necessarily amazing. I always grab it just because, but I don't really see the benefit. Bullets traveling faster, I guess it's a good one, but the benefit is not that present. It's not like an extra HP or an extra damage, you know? So I don't know. I just feel like this one is not as amazing. It could even be a D tier, but let's put it in the C tier for now. Drone body, he fires with you. This is like the bossy. However, this one targets enemies, so it's like it's a familiar, but it's way better than the bosses. So let's put it in the B tier. It targets enemies, so that one is a good one to have. Yeah. Now, Duan Burger is some extra HP, but it has a downside. That is, it makes you a little slow. So C tier. Dumbbell, chance to fire a larger, heavier projectile. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means more damage, more knockback, or what. I'm not sure. I always grab it just because, but the benefit is not as evident. So let's put it in the C tier, just because. Dummy is one of those items that requires you to take damage to get the benefit from it. However, this one is very special because when you get hit, you want enemies to go away from you. So the dummy is really good in that regard. So I think there is a lot of benefit. There's a lot of benefit in the dummy. I know it requires you to get hit to get the benefit, but the benefit that you get is very valuable. You kind of like have time to recover, to kind of like rub it off and concentrate in killing the enemies, so you have kind of like time to recover. So I think this is an A tier. Definitely really good item. Duplicator gives you 3 of the next item you pick up. This is definitely an S tier. So you can duplicate damage, you can duplicate aura of ammunition, you can duplicate fire rate, you can. It's a really good item. It's a really good item to have, and you could do some really insane combos. For example, I did it once with the I don't remember the name of this item. This item gives you chance to block enemies, to block damage, and it's one of the best items in the game. So if you have 3 of those, it's triple the chance to block damage. It's kind of broken. So Duplicator is definitely good if you use it well. But I think it was definitely an S tier, depending on how you use it. Dynamite stick, small chance for your shots to explode. Once again, like this one synergizes well with a little bit of everything. But let's put it in the B tier. Has some good synergies here, good synergies here. So yeah, I guess it's a good one to have. It's a good one to have. Not amazing. It's kind of fun, I guess. Exploding enemies is always fun, but let's put it in the B tier. Now, edible bullets. Destroying weapons heals you. This is so good. Once again, like limited ammo weapons, they're not my favorite. Like I feel like there's a little bit of an imbalance between what the default weapon is and what you get, or the benefit that you get from the limited ammo weapons. So might as well just destroy them. And if you're getting a healing out of it, hell yeah, you know. So I don't think this is an A tier. Let's put it in the B tier, but it's a really good item. I really enjoy taking this one. Eggy, B tier. Dead enemies spawn maggots that do contact damage to other enemies. So I guess it's good. There's no downside to it. So B tier. Now, elevator button. This is another one, another S tier. We're getting some good S tiers here. It's good. It guarantees a special elevator in every floor. So you're gonna get basement elevators, arena elevators, bathroom elevators, kitchen elevators, and going to these elevators, going to these floors is a lot of benefit. You can really get a lot of benefit out of it. So having a guaranteed special elevator every floor is a definite take. Definitely take. A lot of benefit out of it. So yeah, definitely S tier. Now this one. Which one is this one? Error. Okay. Randomizes your secondary weapon every 3 seconds. Now, I don't see really the benefit of it. So how it works is that, for example, you get a weapon of 20 shots, like the diamond shotgun, right? And then the next weapon that you get is a machine gun. You're not gonna get the ammo of the machine gun. You're gonna get a machine gun with 20 ammo. And then the next one is the cannon. You're gonna get a cannon with 20 ammo. The next one is the sex gun. You're gonna have a sex gun with 20 ammo. And if you use like 2 bullets, 5 bullets, 10 bullets, then the next weapon is only going to have 10. So this one is not amazing. However, there is kind of like an exploit. I don't know if it is an exploit or not, but if you have, for example, a machine gun and you get error, that means all the weapons are gonna have 600 shots, right? The way the money is calculated per gun is based on the default amount of ammo. That means that if you get a gold gun, if you get this while having a machine gun, you're gonna have potentially a golden gun with 700 shots, or a diamond gun with 700 shots. And if you destroy that weapon, a golden gun that usually has 20 shots, if you destroy it while having 700 shots, it's gonna give you a crap ton of money, like a ton of money. So this one is good, but it's really circumstantial. I don't know if it is like an amazing one to have. I guess you can exploit it, but I think we're gonna put it in the C tier, just because. Now, eviction notice, chance for some enemies to get scared and leave the room. This one is a bad one. I think this is a D tier, because you don't want enemies to leave the room. You want to kill enemies. You want to get money. So yeah. Enemies leaving the room. I guess it's a good one, but it's kind of circumstantial. Kind of depends if you're doing like a challenge run or not. So I guess in some scenarios you can get the benefit from it. So let's put it in the C tier, I guess. Evil's Bane. This one is definitely a D tier. So same as the rat, this one kinda what this item does is that makes that chunks spawn 1 minute later. Delays the spawning of chunks 1 minute. You don't want this. You don't want to stick around a whole minute waiting for chunks to appear. Especially since some floors are already small. So So yeah, this one is not good. It's not good. You want to fight chunks as soon as possible. That gives you time to explore secret rooms, to explore the whole thing, the whole floor. So delaying the spawning of chunks, not good. At least for me, it's not good. Eye drops increases your accuracy. I'm not sure what accuracy means in this game, at least. I don't know what it means. Doesn't mean that the shotgun are gonna be like less spread. Doesn't mean that the curveball and the get DC item are going to have like less spread. I don't know what it means. I really don't know what it means. So I guess it's a good one to have, but the benefit is not very perceivable. So I'm just gonna put it in the C tier, just because. Fake poop. This is just cosmetic. D tier. Really not a little benefit, and it's kind of funny, kind of meh at the same time. So D tier. There's really no benefit to it. Fake puke. Shotguns fire double the projectiles with less accuracy and damage. So this is very circumstantial. It's kind of like the which one is it? The clubs, I think it's for shotguns. It's kind of like the clubs. No, the clubs is for machine guns, so it's kind of like the hearts, but it's worse. So you know what? Let's put it in the C tier just because, but at the bottom of the C tier. Now, fancy shield. Oh my goodness, this was, I don't know if it is like an A tier or an S tier. It's just negating damage, guaranteed negate damage. Every 2 minutes you get a guaranteed shield. If you get hit, wait 2 minutes and you get another shield. So it's guaranteed negating damage. So I think this one is really good. Synergizes well with the dead eye, right? If you're doing like a healless run, synergizes very well. So it's amazing. It's an amazing item. So yeah, fancy shield. Fear itself, its fire rate, we're gonna put it in the A tier with the other fire rate upgrades. Once again, it's really fun to upgrade the fire rate. Really enjoy that one. So yeah, we're gonna put it in the A tier. Flashbacks, it's kind of like status effects, stunning enemies with the bullets. There's no downside to it. Let's put it here, I guess. No downside to it. Flies significantly boosts movement speed and gives 2 more jumps. Now, I have never grabbed this one because you get this item from the bathroom, and I'd rather get the focus range for the kernel. Like, this one doesn't seem that amazing. The speed, there are other items that give you speed. The extra jumps, I don't really know the benefit of the extra jumps, like 2 extra jumps. So yeah, this one is not amazing. I guess you can get the benefit out of it. I know that, for example, in speedruns, you can abuse the extra jumps to kind of like get into the boss room without the key. That's something that you can do. So I guess the extra jumps have their benefit in some scenarios. So yeah, and the extra speed is always good. But once again, it's kind of redundant with other items already giving you speed. Now, Forever Flame, a spinning flame that circles around you and burns enemies. Kind of like the Bossy, but it kind of has added value for all the synergies, right? Still, I think I'm gonna put it in the C tier here. Wow, we're getting, this is getting a lot larger. We are not like, we're getting there, So, okay. Friday Night Pumpkin, every 4th consecutive shot deals more damage. It's a good one to have. I guess. It's not amazing, it's not bad, it's a good one to have. Friends Till the End, move faster and slows down nearby enemies while at 1 HP. This is Friends Till the End. Synergizes with this. There are other items like the Unreliable Doll, 1 HP. You know what? Sit here. It's kind of good like this, but it's like the benefit and the synergies are kind of, you know. So hey, music. Okay, Focus Range significantly boosts your damage and attack speed. This one is really good. I don't know if it is an S tier because it's amazing. It's really good. They kind of nerfed it in the last update, so I haven't really tried it after the update. This is still a really good item, right? But before the update, it was really broken. After the update, they nerfed it a little bit, so maybe an A tier. Maybe an A tier. We'll see. Could be an S tier. You know what? Let's put it in the S tier. One of the best items in the game. It's really good. So yeah, there you go. Fun sticks. Fun stick. What the fun stick does is that it makes all the blood colorful. Not red, but like colorful. So it's just a static item. So let's put it in the D tier just because it's not amazing. It's just aesthetic. You don't really get much benefit out of it, other than the aesthetic, right? Fuzzy dice. This is chance for better items to spawn. Now, here's the thing. It could be really good. However, you don't know if you're getting the benefit from it. You don't know if this item was supposed to be a worst item, and just because you have this item, you got an S tier item. You know, you don't know that. You don't know if you were supposed to get a C tier item and you got an S tier item. The game doesn't tell you that. So the benefit from this is very not perceivable. It is there. I guess it is there. I guess the item works, but it's not very perceivable when you are playing. I guess it's a good one to have. Let's put it in the C tier, but yeah, it's kind of like, I guess I'll grab it just because, but I don't know. I don't know. Garlic necklace. Enemies will approach you slower. Now, I guess it's good. There's no downside to it. So yeah, enemies approaching you slower is good, I guess. Gas mask. Some enemies release toxic gas on death, which burns other enemies in combat. Tons of synergies. Good one to have. There's no downside. So B tier. Gemini. Chance to fire double the normal amount of projectiles while shooting. It's a chance. There's no downside to it, so let's put it in the B tier. I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed because when you get the double projectiles with a shotgun or something, is really good, right? But yeah, I think the B tier is good. It's not amazing. There's no downside to it, so yeah, let's go with this. Get this, it's just like a damage up, so it's gonna be another B. Whoa. Whoa. We're gonna end up with like zooming out all the way out. Wow. We'll see how we can. I wonder if there's like a way to adjust the size of this. I'm not sure. But anyway, Ghost Bullet. Killing enemies instantly resets your weapon's reload time. I don't see the benefit of it. Maybe with like a Magnum that is like a really slow weapon, you may be able to get the benefit or like perceive the benefit, but most of the time the benefit is it's almost virtually non-existent. I grab it just because I guess I'll grab it. There's no downside to grabbing it, but I never see the benefit of this. So yeah, I guess. Glass Eye. So projectiles like hone into enemies, like go and pierce and yeah, just like stay around a while dealing damage to the enemy. So this one is really good. It's homing, basically it's homing. So homing projectiles, A tier definitely. Now, Glow reveals the entire map of every floor from now on, but all the floors become permanently larger. So this one seems like a good one. Reveals the map, but the floors are larger. Now, this is not necessarily a downside. Larger floors means more money. I did a Digby run and I got a 254 combo, which I think is amazing. It's really good, 254 combo. And it was with this item. It was with this item because the larger the floor, the more runes you get, the more fight you get. So I mean, I don't think that is a downside, but that's just my gameplay style. So I think we're gonna put it in the B tier. For me, it would be an A tier. You know what? A tier. Yeah, because this is my tier list. So yeah. but yeah, I guess it could be an actual downside, right? But I mean, not necessarily. Once again, not necessarily. Now, glory box. Treasure rooms contain additional item chests. Definitely S tier. It's not as good as the gift, but it's still good. Extra items build the runs. Extra items build the runs. It's really good. Really good. So yeah, definitely a good one to have. Glow sticks gives you a low damage radioactive aura. Can I synergize it with the garlic? Enemies approaches you close, slower, get more damage. I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, so I guess we grab it. The kernel, enemies drop double the coins. So good. A tier, definitely. Extra money is always nice. It's really good. There, it synergizes with silver soul that gives you HP. The more money you have, mixer money bags also gives you HP. Gives you damage. The more money you have, tax forms, right? It's really good. It's really good. So having ways to get money, and there's no downside to it. There's literally no downside to it. So it's amazing. Gold herb is literally 2 of these. So 2 extra HP. That is 2 of these. I don't know if that makes it necessarily A tier. I guess it is better than this one, but not to be in like a different tier or like a higher tier. So yeah. Now, gold ring. This one is an amazing item. It's an amazing item. This has a chance to negate damage. It's not when you're on 1 HP you negate damage. No, it's not conditional. It's not conditional. It's just chance to negate damage. That's it. And if you get like 3 of these, it's triple the chance. If you get liquid lock, where is it? Where's the liquid lock? We'll get to it eventually. Ah, there it is. If you get liquid lock, it's amazing. You really become almost invisible if you get several of these and several liquid lock. I had a run like that, and I was taking damage non-stop, but my HP was literally not dropping. So it's an amazing item to have. Once again, non-conditional, so that's why S tier, definitely. Guardian Angel briefly grants invincibility upon entering a room. This one, I don't know if it is like as good as an S tier, but it's at least an A tier. Maybe top of the A tier. It's really good. Entering a room, for a couple of seconds you're gonna have invincibility. Some rooms are very bullcrap sometimes, and you just get hit immediately and you're like, okay, how am I supposed to react to that? This one kinda deals with that, with those situations. It's good. Golly, I don't know about Golly. It's kinda like a familiar that flies into the room, poops, and the poop in the floor deals kinda like AoE damage to the enemies. But you don't get Golly every room. You don't get the enemies to stand on the poop every time. So the benefit is it's not amazing. It's not amazing. I don't really like Golly. Let's put it in the C tier. It's good, but it's kind of very conditional, very specific to get the effect. So yeah, no, not amazing. Now, gun nut. Item chests will have weapons instead. not good. At least for me. I guess it synergizes with the Heart of Steel. That gives you max HP when destroying a weapon. So kinda synergizes there, has some synergy value, but still, items are way better. Like, I don't know why you would ever grab the Gauntlet. I don't know. Especially since you already have a guaranteed chest, a guaranteed weapon every floor. So yeah, I think this is a D tier. Gunpowder, larger explosions, kinda similar to this, but worse than this, because this one also gives you the benefit that enemies that died with explosions would explode themselves. So yeah, this one is just larger explosions. We're gonna put it in the B tier. Now, Half-Hearted Locket. Hapods spawn more often. That's kinda helps you with the survivability. I guess it's a good one to grab, just because if you're at full HP, the hearts represent more money, so I don't think there's a downside to it. So yeah, we're gonna put it in there. Hanzo, enemies take the double the damage when they are at full health. No downside to it. It's kind of anti-synergistic with the drone body, the UFO, the flame, the bossy, the gully. It's kind of anti-synergistic because if the enemies take damage, this is useless. So yeah, just because of the anti-synergies there. Heart of Steel, amazing item. I don't know if it's an S tier. I would put it in the A tier. Increases your max HP once every time you destroy a full ammo weapon. It's good. It's just good. It's amazing. It's really good. You get this item. I did once a run the 69 HP quest, and this was like a definite get. That was amazing run, a very enjoyable run. And this is one of the best items in the game. You wanna increase your max HP. So yeah, and weapons, as I've been telling you all throughout the video and the recording, limited ammo weapons, I don't know. Sometimes I'd rather take the max HP, I'd rather take the money than use the weapon for a couple of rooms and run out of ammunition, you know? So yeah, A tier. The Heart of Steel. Destroying weapons, yeah, I'd rather destroy the weapons, I'd rather take the healing, I'd rather get the max HP, I'd rather get the money, etc, etc, right? Now, Heartworm. This one increases the chance for... I thought that was like an ad. Didn't recognize that track. Heartworm increases the chance for the heart drops. This one is another really good one. Kinda guarantees your survivability. If you're like a new player, get it. If you're an experienced player and you don't get hit as much, get it, because hearts means money if you're at full HP. So there's literally no downside to it. And it's only benefit. It's not like a B tier that is like, I guess I'll get it. It's not great, it's not bad. It is great. It is great to have. So A tier definitely. Heartseeker, chance for shots to seek out and target enemies. Now, this one is already targeting enemies and seeking enemies. So this one is kind of like a worse than this because it's just a chance. So I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it. We're gonna put it in the B tier. Holster is a good one, because sometimes you get a secondary weapon, and you in this game you don't have the chance to kind of like drop the weapon, grab another one, or drop this one and then grab this one, or grab this one, destroy it, and then grab the other one. You don't have that opportunity in this game. So holster kind of gives you the opportunity to get a really good second weapon, and then a third slot just to destroy weapons. Synergizes with this, synergizes with the item that gives you more money when destroying a weapon, with the healing. So Yeah, it's a good one to have. It's a good one to have. Now, is it an A tier? I guess it is. There's kind of like a bug report that I did that when you get this and the super glue, the first weapon disappears, the second weapon becomes your default weapon, and then the third weapon also disappears for some reason. Like, I would have assumed that the third weapon would become your second slot weapon with the super glue and the holster, but yeah, the interaction between the super glue and the holster is just delete every other weapon, just leave the second one, which is kind of annoying. I had some really good weapons in that run when I got the super glue and I had the holster, and yeah, that happened. But yeah, I guess it's a really good item to have. It's good to have. Now, Holy Aura makes enemy projectiles slow down as they approach you. This is bad. This is bad. Like, it sounds good, but it's bad. For example, in the Diavola fight, it makes the projectiles, makes the pattern undodgeable. You cannot dodge it because this makes the pattern, this breaks the pattern of the bullets. So you cannot dodge it. You literally cannot dodge it. So it's really bad. It's really bad. Hourglass triples the time it takes for items to disappear. I think these items are referring to hearts, ammo drops, and money. Now, I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, but I don't really use it. It's like, yeah, I guess I'll take it, but the benefit of it is, I mean, I'll grab the money immediately. I grab the hearts also immediately, if I have like the chance to get healing or to get the money of the heart. I'll grab the money straight away. I'll grab the ammo straight away. There's no reason why would I leave the ammo there, right? So the benefit of it is, I guess it's good. I guess you could like play it smart and leave the hearts, clear a couple rooms before going back and get the heart. I guess it has the benefit. I just don't use it, and I just don't see this item being very useful. IED causes some pods to explode upon destruction. Synergies, synergies, synergy, synergy. It's good. Synergy is good. It's good to have. There's no downside to it. Good to have. And it also kind of helps you clearing the pods. When there's a lot of pods and you're like shooting. The explosive barrels, the explosive pods, really good, really good. It helps you clear the. I think it's a little loud. These tracks, so let's lower a little bit the volume. So it helps you clear the items. Really good item here. Yeah, insurance card guarantees that a doctor's office will appear on every main floor. It's not good. It's not good. The 2 times that the doctor's office appear in the first and the third floor, that's more than enough to get every single upgrade. Even if you loop, even if you like get it every single floor, once you get the upgrades, this is useless. You don't get extra upgrades in the next loop, for example. You don't get extra upgrades. So this is basically useless once you have gotten all the upgrades. And 2 shops, 2 doctor's offices in the first and the third floor, more than enough. More than enough. Not amazing. Item refresher, a button will appear in all item chest rooms that allows you to reroll. This is a really good one. I really like that one because it allows you to kind of like build whatever you want. Usually you get like, I don't know, maggots, and you're like, I mean, I guess I'll take it. Or you get maggots and you're like, I don't want to like have like a familiars or like a AoE damage. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna grab it. The refresh allows you to reroll, which is really good. It's a really good. It's kind of limited, only 5 times you can reroll, but still, I feel like it's a really good item to build. The jelly box, but sometimes drop jelly. Collecting 4 heals you. There is no downside to it. It's just healing. There's no downside to it. I don't think it's amazing. Let's put it in the B tier. Good old B tier. Now, Jester's Cap lowers your max HP by half, but also increases your damage by 50%. This is an amazing increase in damage. It's insane. Definitely an A tier. Even if it has an insane downside to like half of your HP, it's insane. But 50% of damage is a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. Most items is like your base damage is 20, you get like 22, right? So it's like a 10%. That's about it for most of the items. But the Jester's Cut is 50%. It's a lot of damage. So even though there's like a big downside to it, I still think that it's one of the best items in the game. So definitely A tier. The backpack, Kevlar backpack, definitely S tier. That is like the only item that blocks enemy bullets, enemy projectiles. For a hitless run, this is amazing. For a regular run, this is amazing also. It's really good. It's really good. Digby has kind of like also the option to delete bullets. But regardless, even with Digby, this one is an amazing item to get. There's literally no downside to it, so there you go. King's Crown, exactly the same as the herb, golden herb, extra max HP, 2 max HP, not necessarily an A tier. I guess it's a good one to have. Kitchener Leslie's Lady, higher chance for enemies to drop gold coins, kinda like this, so we're gonna put it also in the good old B tier. Lead, enemies spawn with less health, some might spawn with more. I guess it's a good one to have. Just put it in the B tier. Beefy enemies, they're not that big of a deal, and enemies with lower health is always a plus. So we're gonna put it in the B tier there. It could be in the C tier because it has a downside to it. So you know what? Yeah, B tier. Let God ammo drops heals you instead of giving you ammunition. I don't know what I would get this. I don't think it's a very good item because you want the ammo drops. As I've been telling you all throughout the video, you want the ammo drops. You want ways to give the run more variety with more weapons. So ammo drops is really not amazing unless you are just like biting the bullet and saying like, you know what, I'm just gonna give up the alternative weapons, get the max HP, or simply get the money. I'd rather take the healing, right? But that's kind of like a crappy attitude, just because the game kind of doesn't balances the alternative weapons. I don't know about this one. I think the ammo drops are very valuable. The few ammo drops that you get, it anti-synergizes with the aura of ammunition, so yeah, put it in the C tier. You can get the benefit of it, yeah, I guess, but I'd rather take the ammo and the alternative weapons. Leech Pact, generate money as long as you are at 1 HP in a room with enemies. So good with the Dead Eye, good with the which one is it? The Friends Till the End, good with the shield. It's good. So I'm not gonna use it that much. I don't want to be at 1 HP. But if you wanna like go for that build, yeah, it's really good synergy, extra money. So I guess just because of that, I'm not gonna put it in the D tier. We're gonna put it in the C tier. But yeah, you kind of have to go for that build, right? Other than that, you don't want to be in that position of being at 1 HP. Lighter, chance for shots to burn. This is once again status effect similar to the stun, similar to the explosive rounds. So good old B tier. There's no downside to it. Wow, liquid lock, definitely S tier. Increases the odds of any chance-based item to successfully work. So gold ring, chance to block incoming damage. Liquid lock, amazing synergy, amazing synergy. chance for I don't know, chance. Which one is another one? Now I don't know which one has a chance. Um, chance to stun enemies. Let's get it. Chance to light up enemies. Chance to double your projectiles. Chance to stun enemies upon entering a room. Chance to seek out enemies. Like, there are a lot of chance-based items. A lot of chance-based items. Chance to recycle ammo. So this is amazing. It's just like a huge improvement in every single chance-based item. So it's really good. It's really good. Really good synergy here. Really good synergy here. Really good synergy here. Synergy here. Synergy here. Synergy here. It's just really good. Really good. Amazing. So yeah. Synergy. What else? Synergy. Yeah, a lot of items have tons of synergies. So tons and tons of synergies with Liquid Lock. So Liquid Lock definitely one of the best items in the game. Lucky Dice increases chance for cultist shops to appear. Cultist shops are usually cheaper and you can really get good items out of that. However, they can screw you, get you a chaos token. So not amazing. I'm gonna put it in the C tier just because it's not amazing unless you have like the private eye, I think it is, or the magnifying glass. I confuse these two. but yeah, unless you have this item, this one is kinda not amazing, and sometimes I'd rather not take the risk of getting a bad item out of the cultist shop. So yeah. Magic Carpet grants you an extra jump that boosts you on use. So you jump once, you jump the second time, and the second jump is literally yeets you in the air. It's a cool item, really enjoyable. I like it. Sometimes, for example, in the set, in the recording set, abandoned set, this item can literally save you when you just like dash through the floors trying to get to the boss room. So it's a good one to have. I think this one is a B tier. It's a good item. Definitely good. Now, magnifying glass, chance to receive coins upon entering a room. Okay. There's no downside to it. Another synergy with the Liquid Lock. So yeah, there's no downside to it. We'll get it here. Map, regular old map. Yeah, it's gonna be a C tier just because it's a one-time use. Even if you loop around, the floor is gonna be different that time. So this is not amazing. It's a one-time use, and you are already like, just because of the gameplay of the game, you're already exploring the game, exploring the floor, exploring the generation. So kind of redundant sometimes. You needed to unlock a character in the game. Speedrunners, every time they get like an early Cordelia shop, get the map immediately. It's a good strat for speedrunning. But other than that, I don't think there's much use to it. So yeah, not amazing. Movement speed is one of those stats similar to the chocolate. That's it. Medkit, oh my goodness, Medkit is definitely at A tier. Gives you a full heal every floor, full heal, and it counts also like banks, elevators, special elevator rooms, arenas, bathrooms, etc., kitchens. It also counts those, so it's an amazing item to have. So yeah. Gold coins never drop, but silver coins become worth more. This one basically means more money. Kinda anti-synergistic with this. Also anti-synergistic with this. But at the end, it just represents more money. More money. So yeah, I guess it's a good one to have. Meal per lads t-shirt. The light around you becomes larger. I don't think this is like super necessary. It can be good to have, however, it's mostly aesthetic. So yeah, it's not super necessary. So yeah. Mitosis chance for bullets to burst into more bullets on impact. So that's what I was saying about the broken glass. What is it? What is it? The broken mirror. This one kind of like reflects the bullets, but it kind of anti-synergizes with this one. And I'd rather have the mitosis. I enjoy the mitosis. It's kind of similar to the comedy, but the comedy is kind of like on death. The enemies have the chance to explode in a barrage of projectiles. This is every connected shot has the chance. So once again, synergies with the liquid lock. I'd rather have the mitosis over the broken mirror. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in the B tier. There's no downside to it. There's no downside to it. Mr. Moneybags. No, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, modding kit 1. Damage and fire rate for your default weapon. So you know what, I'm gonna put it here. Fire rate, we kind of like follow the trend of fire rate being a really good stat to increase. So you know what, put it in the A tier, and it also has the added value of giving you damage. It's damage and fire rate. So there you go. Modding kit number 2. Secondary weapon. It's the same as this one, but secondary weapons, so I guess it's a good one to have. Secondary weapons, sometimes they're not really that useful. Sometimes you use them if you have like the aura of ammunition, or if you have like the bandolier. But yeah, it's more difficult to use. It's more difficult to use, and at the same time, it's kind of like might as well get the damage here, or damage here, or damage here, instead of getting this, which is specific to the secondary weapon, right? So yeah. But I guess it's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, so good old B tier there. Mama's cookies. Transform your bullets into cookies and increase damage. It's just a damage up, and the bullets become cookies, kind of like a cosmetic change there. So it's a damage up. We'll get it in the B tier. Monster snacks. I don't like monster snacks. When you enter a room, it spawns a bags of chips, or like a bags of like bait, and the monster will like follow it. I don't know if that's good. It kind of distracts the enemies, so, but I feel like it can be detrimental in some occasions. I don't really like it. So I'm gonna put it in the C tier. Personally, don't like it. Mr. Moneybags. This is a damage up. It's money dependent. If you get like a 700 money, you get a boost in damage. So yeah, it's just a damage up. There you go. It's kinda anti-synergistic with another item. Let me see if I can see it. I mean, we'll get to it eventually. There's an item that limits you to 500 money, which is kind of like, no, it's a big no for me. I want to have more money, you know? So having an item that gives you damage after a threshold of money is good. It's good. Once again, it has like that anti-synergy, but I'd rather have these money bags. That doesn't limit my amount of money. This is the mutagen. Boosts your damage, but makes some enemies tougher. So it's damage, extra damage, but makes enemies tougher. So it has like a downside to it. So I guess we're gonna put it in the C tier. It's good. I don't mind fighting a couple tougher enemies. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, it's not just like pure damage. It's the money bags or the butterscotch. So I think it's because of the downside that it has, we're gonna put it in the C tier. Now, all real D tier, definitely. It's purely cosmetic. Makes it like grayscale, black and white. Everything is black and white. I don't know how good it is. I have gotten it a couple times. Kind of makes the game a little I don't know. I don't feel comfortable playing with it. It's not super great. Um, I mean, it does give like a cool effect, but not truly a benefit for the for the run. Like a long-term benefit, not amazing. Hey Mats, how are you doing? The rat. I mean, the fight itself is not difficult. Even with the in the latest patch, in the latest update, the fight itself is not difficult, and fighting chunks is really good. It's really good. You get money, you get like the liberty to explore the floor and get more resources from the secret rooms. I guess because of the fight is harder nowadays, I guess we could maybe upgrade it. But still, I would still believe that fighting chunks gives you more benefit than what it might harm the run or harm your HP. It's more beneficial to fight chunks, I think. Also, we must make a tier just for the ogre, like a lower tier here. Yeah, yeah, it's not amazing. It's not an amazing item. But anyway, let's continue because we still have a couple more to go. So yeah, let's continue. I'm sorry if I'm not gonna like pay much attention to the chat. I mean, I know that it can be broken. I know that it can be broken, but it kind of requires you to wait for it, and also like it can be like if you have the diamond shotgun with only 20 shots, that's it. You're stuck with 20 shots for every single weapon after that. So it can be broken. It has ways to be broken, but it kind of requires a setup. So as I was explaining at the beginning, the C tier is kind of like, it's good, it can represent some benefit, but it's conditional. So yeah, getting a lot of benefit out of the error is very conditional, requires setup. So yeah, that's why we put it in the C tier. So yeah. Anyway, party piñata, chance for piñatas to appear and give you special goodies. This one, I don't know how good this is. I guess it's not bad. There's no downside to it. It doesn't require any setup. It's not conditional. It will only represent a benefit, but it's not amazing and definitely not S tier. So I guess we're gonna put it in the good old B tier. It's a money making machine. No, I know. But once again, it requires kind of like a setup, and it's very conditional. So that's why we put it in the C tier. But yeah, it can be really broken. It can be really broken. Okay, paycheck. Obtain a bonus coin every time you break a void or kill an enemy. It's a good one to have. Not necessary, not great, not bad. There's no downside to it. So we're gonna put it in the B tier. Peanut butter bunny, maximum health. Once again, similar to the candy cane, similar to the golden heart, similar to this. Good old B tier. There's no downside to it, so we're gonna put it in here. Peapod, bottom of the D tier. All guns fire rapidly, but they'll do very little damage. And when it says very little damage, it means very little damage. It's like 2 DPS per shot, 2 damage per shot. So it's extremely bad. It's extremely weak. You can still like scale up the damage, but like for example, you get an item that gives you 10% or 15% damage, or etc. So 15% of 2 is still 2. It's still rounding down. So scaling up after getting the pivot is very difficult. I guess if you are like very dedicated, maybe with like a duplicator or something like that, you can maybe make this work and maybe get it into levels of silliness. But it's very bad. it's very bad. Penetrating eye, chance for projectiles to go through enemies. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. piercing is always nice to have. In any game, any roguelite that you play, any game that you play, piercing is a good one. It's good. It's not that kind of anti-synergistic with the mitosis, but I would still think that is good one to have. Also, anti-synergistic with the broken mirror. Where is it? Anti-synergistic with the broken mirror, but I think I'd rather take the broken eye over the broken mirror, the penetrating eye. So yeah, good old beat here. I don't think there is a downside to it. Pepper shaker, AOE. You leave a trail of pepper, and it damages enemies. Enemies usually follow you, so they're gonna be constantly like getting damaged by the pepper. So there's no downside to it. I guess it's a good one. We'll put it here. Now, rocket launcher. Chance to fire a burst of rockets when entering a room. I don't know how good this is. I think this is a C tier. Just because when you like fire the rockets, some enemies might get bumped into you and damage you. So it might have some detrimental actions there, or like consequences. So I don't know about this one being in a B tier. I think it can have some downsides to it. So we're gonna put it here. Point card. Buying 3 items from the witch on the same floor gives you some money, health, and ammo back. Really nice, really nice. Buying 3 items is not bad. Get the map, get the ambrosia, and get something else. Or if the items that the witch has, Cordelia has, are really good, get the 3 items. And then you get ammo and health. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. So there is no downside to it. So I think we're gonna put it in the B tier, maybe even the A tier, but I think B tier. I don't think it's an amazing item, but yeah, we're gonna put it there. Polisher. Bullets travel faster. I don't know what that means. I don't know what faster means, because some weapons, most of the weapons, you just shoot from one corner of the room to the other corner of the room, and it's not that much of a distance. It's not that much of a distance. So I don't know how beneficial faster bullets are. I guess it will kind of synergize with the slime ball. So just because it has some synergy value, we're gonna put it in the B tier. I would say it's a C tier, but you know what? Let's put it in the B tier just because it has some synergy value there. Porcupine Needle. When you take damage, an enemy is marked for death. That means it takes more damage. The enemy takes more damage. Now, this item, I don't like these items. The items that requires you or conditions you to take damage. This is a big no-no for me. So I think we're gonna put it in the C tier. I guess it's good. When you take damage, you wanna kill the enemies faster, you know? Because that's kind of like the point. Taking damage, you know what? Let's get out of this situation. Let's kill the enemies faster. So I guess that's a good one. It kind of helps you in that regard. But yeah, like taking damage to get the benefit out of it, having like that condition, that criteria, I don't think it's particularly good. So we're gonna put it in the C tier. Pork ramen, bottom of the D tier. The pork ramen gives you speed and higher jump height, but it requires you, like, the condition is to be under 100 money. You most likely never will be under 100 money. Maybe at the beginning of the run you will be under 100 money, but other than that, it's just finding a boss and waiting for the elevator to go up, you will get like 200 money. So it's very difficult to meet that criteria, very difficult to get this benefit. So it's a big no-no for me. It's just items that I never grab, and if I grab them I will never get the benefit of it. So yeah, out of the way, I'm good, just chilling. Hey, it's good to hear that, Matt. Welcome. I am doing good. I'm just trying to go through all these items. There are 230 items. We still have a couple more to go. So yeah, sorry if I'm not like paying attention to the chat. But yeah, I'm good. Thank you for asking, Matt. Next one, power bottle. HP. Good one to have. Not amazing. There is no downside to it. So B tier. Private Eye reveals the contents of the cultist shop. This is one of the best items. I think this one could be even a A tier. Just because the cultist shop is really good. It's really good. It's cheaper. It gives you really good items. And being able to see what's up in the shop, really nice. And also Civil is kinda hot. So there you go. Purple Baby shrinks some enemies and decreases their health. It's a good one to have. There's the downside to it. So good old B tier. Purple Umbrella, extra loot appears in the balcony. I think this is an A tier. It's not necessarily amazing. Yeah, you know what? It's not amazing. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's put it in the A tier. It's good. It's a good one to have. It's a good one to have, especially when you're like getting ready to face the final boss, to face chunks. So, yeah. Queen's Crown is a damage up. There's no downside to it. So, good old B tier. Raging Fire, gain damage and fire rate at 1 HP. So, we're gonna put it in the C tier. Because being at 1 HP is a situation that you don't want to be in. However, if you want to go for this build, Deadeye, Raging Fire, what else? Friends Till the End, maybe go for the shield. If you want to go for that build, this could be amazing. So the synergy value is there. The synergy value is there. So yeah, but it kind of requires a little bit of setup. There's some synergies there, but yeah, it could be definitely a fun run if you wanna go for it, right? Could be a definitely a fun run if you wanna go for it. But yeah, most of the time you don't wanna be in that situation. 1 HP, so yeah, let's put it in the C tier. But just noting that it has some really good synergy value. Rainbow Bunny, this one A tier definitely. Is like a combination of every single bunny. So you get damage, you get speed, you get HP. So it's just a combination of everyone, like all of them packed into one. So I think it's an A tier item. I don't think it's an S tier item. It's just an A tier item. I guess if you make like duplicator Rainbow Bunny, that's an amazing one right there. That could be like really good one. But yeah. Rat Poison, definitely A tier. Mixed chunks spawn with less health. So yeah, that's something that you want. Because once again, like, you wanna fight chunks. You wanna fight chunks for the extra money, for the chunk medallions, right? So you do get a lot of benefit from fighting chunks, and this just is an amazing help when fighting chunks. So good one to have. A tier item. I think it's very a lot of benefit. Red Candle, brighten the entire room you're in upon entering. So this is kind of similar to the t-shirt. I don't think it's a particularly good item. We're gonna put it in the D tier because the benefit is not amazing. It's just kind of like aesthetic, the benefit. I don't know. I feel like it's not amazing. Maybe in a dark biome modifier, a dark modifier could represent more benefit, but you don't get those really that often. So yeah, still I think it's a D tier item. Revengeance, release a big explosion when you hit 1 HP. Kinda good, kinda bad. Like, let's put it in the C tier just because it has some value there, some synergies. But once again, like, you don't wanna be in that position, and items that require you to get hit to get the benefit are kinda not amazing. I really don't like them that much. but just because of the synergy value, we're gonna put it in the C tier. Would be a D tier for me, but synergy value gets it a little higher in there. So this one is the Revenge Served Call. Weapons release a large explosion when they are destroyed or run out of ammo. Now, I don't know. I don't know about this one. I think it's a D tier. You're not gonna get much benefit out of it, and most likely you're gonna destroy the weapons in the weapon room, so you're not gonna get much benefit out of it. I guess if you are fighting with a weapon and it runs out of ammo, you will get the benefit. So you know, maybe a C tier for this one, and it kind of synergizes with the anvil. You can destroy a weapon and get another one, so kind of a little bit of a synergy there, but not amazing. I don't think you get the benefit that often. Robot head, there is like a chance for this to shoot like a laser. I don't know if that's like an increase in damage or not. It's kind of good. Wait, blood ammo? Yeah, I mean, because I know I don't think it's that useful, because the blood money kind of requires you to get close to the enemy to get the blood, right, and to get the benefit. And at the end, there are other items that give you money. So, and at the end, even if you don't have any items that give you money, you will get more than enough money. So I don't think that one is a particularly one. And I've been talking throughout the recording and the stream that one of the main issues that I see in this game is that the limited ammo weapons are not really that great. There's like a balance issue with those weapons, because you clear like 2 or 3 rooms, 4 rooms maybe, and you already run out of ammunition, so might as well just improve your default weapon and destroy every single weapon that you get for the extra money. I think that there's a balancing issue right there. So ammo, getting ways to get ammo in the limited ammo weapons is really good. So that's why in the A tier you get the bandolier and the ORAF ammunition. I think these are really good items that helps you give the runs a lot of variety, especially when the weapons kind of like run out of ammunition in just a couple of rooms, right? So really good items there, and that's why in my opinion there is more value in the blood ammunition rather than in the blood money. So yeah, in my opinion it has more value. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Robot head, there's the chance to fire a laser. Not sure if that laser is like more damage or not. It's kind of like a cool effect, so let's put it in the B tier. It's not detrimental, it's not amazing. I don't understand very well what the benefit is in that item, so we're gonna put it in the B tier just because. Now, rocket shells is an amazing item for shotguns. It's an amazing item for shotguns. It makes so the shotguns doesn't lose speed, and the shotguns travel farther and faster. So you get this with slime ball, and it's an amazing synergy. It's an amazing synergy with a shotgun. Really cool synergy. But it's kind of conditional. It only works with shotguns, so we're gonna put it in the C tier. But it has some really good value. I do enjoy this item. Really enjoy this item. So yeah, there you go. Roids significantly boost your damage for 3 seconds after entering a room. That's just like extra damage. There's no downside to it. We're gonna put it in the good old B tier. Rotten melon, chance to lob a watermelon while firing at enemies that splits into many slices on impact. So this one is kind of like a little bit like a flag kind of item. I have used it before. I don't find it particularly good, but I don't think it's detrimental either. So you know what? Let's put it in the B tier. Rotten Niner. Now, this one is a good one. Definitely A tier. Could even be an S tier item. But let's put it in the A tier for now. It doubles your max XP. So if you have 4 HP, you get 8. But if you get, for example, 40 HP, you get 80. So this one can be like really good. Makes you almost invincible. Like you have to play really bad in order to lose a run after getting the Rotten Niner. So it's a really good one. Rubber boot, an extra jump. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good one or not. I don't find it like super good. Extra jumps. Once again, as I was saying, there are ways to use the extra jumps to get into the boss rooms without the key. Speedrunners use it. I don't find it particularly useful. At least there is no like downside to it. So I guess just because of that, we're gonna put it in the C tier. But yeah, I don't find it particularly useful. Rusty gun enemies have a chance to drop weapons. I mean, why not, you know? Rusty key enemies have a chance to drop items, you know? Why not? It's definitely better than the weapons. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. But I think, hey, we're already fitting everything into one screen, so I think this is it. We are at 50% of zoom. There's a lot of items. So there you go. But yeah, Rusty Key definitely better than the weapons, but the weapons have kind of like a synergy with the Heart of Steel. So I guess it's a good one to have. Items, once again, it builds runs. Items build runs. So really good one to have. Rusty Nail, melee weapons do more damage. It's kinda good, but it's very conditional, similar to the Knuckle, so yeah, C tier, conditional. If you wanna deal more damage, might as well get the Ace of Aces, might as well get the Butterscotch, might as well get the Mr. Moneybags, you know. So yeah, just because it's like conditional to melee weapons, I don't think it's super particularly good. Salt Shaker. Enemies release salt on death, which damages other enemies on contact. So it's kind of like an AoE, similar to the gas masks, but the gas mask is better because it has kind of like synergies with the demon lung. So yeah, gas mask is kind of better. This one is still good. There is no downside to it. I don't think there's a downside to it. So yeah, let's go with it. Money was buffed in 5 different outfits. So it is getting better over time. Nice. It's a good item. I really enjoy that item. Sandals of Hermes move faster while jumping. I think that's a good one to have. When you wanna like traverse the floors faster, and you have cleared already some of the rooms, jumping to move faster, it's a good strat. It's a good strat to do it. Also helps you with dodging, helps you with yeah. So I think it's kind of similar to the carpet. Where is the carpet? I saw it a minute ago. The carpet is here. Kind of similar to the carpet. So I think it's a good one to have. Now, Satellite Strike. I think this is a C tier. I don't think this is a particularly good item. It's good, it's fun, it synergizes with the explosions. Synergizes explosions with the gunpowder. It's good. However, it can like bump enemies into you and make you receive damage. Oh, music! Yes! And make you receive damage. So just because of that, it has happened to me. And it's kind of annoying to receive damage just because of that, and you cannot react to it. Just because of that, we're gonna put it in the C tier. So there you go. Scope. Bullets shoot farther. Once again, I'm not sure if this represents what this means in the game. Not sure what the benefit is. most of the weapons already shoot farther enough, so I'm not sure. Maybe it synergizes kind of with the slime ball if you shoot farther enough, so the um, bullets bounce. But other than that, I don't understand what the benefit is gonna be of this item, so we're gonna put it in the C tier. Second chance makes you explode upon death. If your explosion kills an enemy, you will receive 1 HP. That's kinda like a Hail Mary, but it only works in very specific situations. For example, the Crisis which one is it? The Crisis something. It has a weird name, I already forgot. But this one like drains your money but gives you more time, and it's not dependent of having like enemies around you. This one kinda does, so I don't think these ones are like comparable. If anything, this would be a B tier. I think it's a good one because it can save you. It can save you, but I don't think it's as good as this one. So yeah, there you go. Shiny pocket watch. Gold pots become more common, but all pots will be erased 5 seconds after entering a room. I think this is a good one. It has kind of like a downside, so maybe C tier, but I do enjoy this shiny pocket watch. I do enjoy it, and it kind of synergizes with the destructive aura, kind of synergizes with the sledgehammer, and the more money the better. You know, I do like to hoard money in these runs. Do enjoy doing that, so I guess it's a good one, but since it has kind of like a downside, let's follow the rule set and put it in the C tier. Shrimp ramen, bottom of the D tier. It gives you fire rate and shot speed when you have less than 100. Almost never you will have less than 100, so meeting this condition, it will almost never happen, so yeah. Sign Bat increases knockback against enemies. That's a good one to have. There's no downside to it, so good old B tier. If you have like a couple of these, 1 or 2 of these, you can basically just keep chunks at bay. You keep it at bay, you don't really have to dodge anything. So it's a good one. But okay, but in the latest patch, the chunks fight kind of became a little more difficult. Still, it's really good. Still is really good. Silver pendant vases contain a little bit more money, so it's a good one to have. And that's what I was talking about earlier. There are items that will give you more money, and like getting money, like for example with the blood money, it's not necessarily it's not necessary sometimes, right? When there are other items that will give you money, like the Leslie's a kitchen, something I forgot the name, or the AU, or the Mercury blob. Yeah, there are other items that can give you money, so not this one not necessarily becomes super worthy, just because it can be redundant when there are other items that already gives you benefit without having to change your playstyle or without giving you any downside, etc. So yeah, silver pendant is a good one to have. Not great, not bad. Extra money is good. Silver soul, another one, is good to have. Gives you extra XP, HP. The more money you have, up to 5. So 5,000 is the limit. It doesn't limit your money, but it limits the amount of health that you get. So yeah, a maximum of 5 HP. I think it's a good one. Kind of 5 of these, 2 of these, 2.5 of these, so 5 of these. So you know what? Let's put it in the A tier, just because it can be really good. It can be like 5 of these, 5 of these, 2.5 of these, etc. So I think A tier is gonna be a good place for this one. Sledgehammer, it's a good one to have. I really like it. It's just like a commodity. It's a commodity. When you clear a room, the pots are going to break automatically. So I think it's just a convenience. So it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's just a convenience. Instead of like just spending time shooting at the pots, trying to break them, this one will just do it for you immediately. Slime increases fire rate and all your shots become bouncy. Hell yeah! That's definitely an S tier. We kind of follow the trend of fire rate being one of the best stats to increase, right? Other stats are kind of meh. Fire rate, I think, is one of the best stats to increase in the game. I really like it. And slime not only gives you fire rate, but also gives you bouncy bullets. So that's really good. That is really good. Really like it. Smash glass. Items and weapons will spawn from pots. Amazing. This is a really good item. I don't think this super amazing to put it in the A tier. I guess it's a good one to have, not absolutely necessary. It's just a good one to have. Smash pumpkin summons a jack-o'-lantern body that attacks enemies. Good one to have, not amazing, not detrimental, so B tier. Smiley pot, Vassal will fire a bullet at the nearest enemy upon destruction. Now, it's good. You don't usually destroy pots during fights, but it kinda synergizes with the destructive aura, right? Kinda synergizes with it. So yeah, there you go. I don't think there's any downside to it. So good old B tier for that one. Snow globe. Snow globe is good, but it can be really annoying. There's a chance for a snowstorm to happen once when you enter a room, and that snowstorm freezes enemies for 10 seconds. It's really good. You can kill enemies very easily during 10 seconds. However, some enemies spawn above screen and you cannot damage them, you cannot hit them. So the tree stump, the bomb rats, the blue ball that drops from the ceiling and vomits, I don't know the name of that enemy, but yeah, like some of those enemies, it just becomes annoying to wait to kind of like, okay, let me hit you. So the benefit of it doesn't work with those enemies, right? And so yeah, I don't find it particularly good, and it can become annoying. So we're gonna put it in the C tier. So bar makes you move faster, so it's kind of like a stat upgrade that we can put here in the B tier, but makes you slippery, and it can be also a little annoying when you don't have much speed. Can be good, can be really useful to have like a little bit of extra speed, but once you have a lot of speed, a lot of like speed upgrades, yeah, it's gonna become a little annoying to just like sleep around, like move in a sleeper way. So yeah. Sorcery for Dummies allows you to use magical stuff. I think this is a D tier, unfortunately. I have grabbed it several times. I just don't find any stuff for some reason. I don't find them. And once I find them, I'm like, I think the weapon shop sells you stuff once you get this book, but at the same time it's kind of like, yeah, it's a limited ammo stuff. I don't know if I want that, you know? I don't want to buy that. So I don't think this one is a particularly one you really don't see the benefit. I don't really see the benefit of it, so we're gonna just put it here. Special rounds, handgun and rifle bullets deal more damage. It's a good one, it's a damage upgrade, but it's not a damage upgrade for all the weapons. It's kinda conditional. So, C tier. Spike boot, jumping on enemies hurts them. That's a good one. I'm not sure if jumping onto enemies give you like iframes. I'm not sure about that, I haven't really tested it. Sounds good, but it's kinda conditional. So we're gonna put it in the C tier. Once again, I haven't really tested it. If it gives you iframes, it would be like insanely broken, would be like insanely good. But I am not very like familiar with this item, so we're gonna put in the C tier for now. So yeah, spike bracelet. Enemies take damage when they touch you. I think this is a good one. It's thorns. Kind of requires you to take damage in order to get the benefit. I don't mind that because at the end you will get damage, right? You will get touched by enemies. You will get damaged. So dealing extra damage kind of helps you to deal with them. Once you get damaged, that's what you want, right? What you want is get out of that situation, deal with the enemies faster. So that's why Dome is one of the best items. This is kind of brings you a lot of benefit. The bracelet in those situations helps you to deal with those situations faster. So I think it's a good one. Spirit Jar, the ghosts are amazing. They are super good. So we're gonna put it in the B tier. Not super good in the A tier, but we're gonna put it in the B tier. The ghosts are really good. I really enjoy taking the Spirit Jar. So dead enemies will spawn ghosts, and those ghosts will attack enemies. So stethoscope, it's kind of good. I mean, you will be able to see the enemy's HP, right? Now, is that good? I like it. I personally like it. I think it's a really good item. But is it necessary to beat the game? Is it necessary to have a loop run? Is it necessary to complete a challenge? No. Do I enjoy playing with it? Yes. I think it's really good. But it doesn't really give you any benefit. So yeah, Mats, you're completely right. Some would say D tier, some would say S tier. I do enjoy it, but I don't think it really represents a tangible benefit in the run. So you know what? Let's go middle ground here. Let's put it B. Not amazing, not bad. Gives you a little bit of benefit, I guess. I do enjoy it, so yeah, let's put it in the B tier. Stockpile. Receive a complete ammo refill on your current weapon and the start of every floor. I think this is a really good one. Once again, like, let's recap what I've been telling you throughout the whole stream. Ammo is an issue. It's a balance issue in this game. Secondary weapons need to be I don't find them to be really that amazing, just because it runs out of ammo really fast and you don't really get to enjoy or to like play or to like see variety when playing with different weapons, with alternative weapons. So I think it requires a little bit of more balancing. But once again, there's a couple items that kind of gives you and allows you, gives you a little bit more like leeway to try weapons, you know? Stockpile is one of them. I always forget that I got the stockpile, so I always go to the next floor with my default weapon. You need to have your secondary weapon equipped in order to get the ammo refill. I wish they coded it in a way that automatically gives you the ammo refill in your secondary weapon. You don't need it in your default weapon, but the way it works is that you have to have the secondary weapon equipped when going into the next round, and most of the times I forget about it. It's a good item. It's a really good item. But yeah, I wish they changed it in such a way that it by default it gives you the refill in your secondary weapon. I wish they changed it, because yeah, I forget sometimes, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm face palming myself, like, oh my goodness, switch the weapon, James. but yeah, I think it's a really good one. Stomping boots, landing from a great height, stun enemies. It's a good one. It's a good one to have. Stunning enemies is really nice. and it has synergy value with the higher jump height. So yeah, several items give you jump height, several items give you double jump, so it has some synergy value there. And stunning enemies, really good, really good. Strange fruit improves maximum HP, jump height, speed, and reload times. Now, this is a stat upgrade. Stat upgrade would be usually be in the B tier, but since this one is a combination of several stats, we're gonna put in the A tier, just because it represents 4 different items, right? HP, jump height, speed, and reload times. It's kind of like 4 of these ones, similar to the Rainbow Bunny. So yeah, let's put it in the A tier. I think it's a good one to put in the A tier. Sudden death. This one is, yeah. Yeah, like the way it works, the way this item works is that it will drop an anvil. You don't know when. I haven't really figured it out when it will drop the anvil. So you don't know when it will drop the item, the anvil, and it will drop it in your cursor. So if you have the cursor here, that's where the anvil will drop. If you have it here, that's where the anvil will drop, etc, etc. But kind of like get it to work. It's not amazing. It's not often that you get it to work. I have gone inside it like a couple times, and I can never make it work. I can never make it work. I really don't see the benefit of it. I guess it could be really fun. It could be really fun. Maybe like a KO only run or something like that. That would be interesting, right? But I personally haven't seen the benefit. Maybe you guys use this item, it's way better than I think it is. But yeah, at least for me and my experience in the game, it's a D tier, unfortunately. Sugar lowers your HP by half, but you move really fast. That is not good. That is not good. The Jester Cap gives you a really good upgrade for half of your HP. So I think this is really good. But this one is like, the speed that you get is a little too much. You can get like a little too much speed, and not only that, but having speed is not having like too much speed is not good. It's not good. You don't want to have too much speed, and the downside of lowering your HP by half is a little too much. So yeah, not amazing. Super Finger, definitely A tier. Lowers your fire rate, but you fire triple the bullets. Now you can counteract that with Fear itself, with the bunny, with the curveball. You can counteract the lower fire rate, but this is just triple the bullets. Like, definitely taking that. That's one of the best items, more enjoyable items in the game. Really good one. So yeah, let's put it in there. It's good amount of bullets. That means good crowd control, suppression fire. Amazing. It's really good. It's really good. Now we have super glue. Definitely S tier. That is definitely S tier. Makes that your secondary weapon becomes your default weapon. So that's just too good. That is really good. Yeah, it's just good. It's just good. You can get really broken builds with the super glue. You can get like a dragon breath, super like high fire rate dragon breath weapon, and you don't have to worry about the ammunition. So this one is a top tier item. Really good. Super shells, shotgun shells travel faster over a longer distance. So it's good, but it's very conditional. We're gonna put in the C tier. Super shroom, maximum health and jump height. Maximum health, once again, it's kind of like a stat increase, but like the combo with the jump height kind of makes it better, I guess. But jump height is not super amazing. What happened with the music? What happened with my playlist? I made a playlist for this. So yeah, there you go. What happened with my playlist? I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, so I don't think the combo with the jump height is super beneficial. It kinda synergizes with this, it kinda synergizes with this, but I don't think it's like a super combo to put it in an A tier. I think it's just gonna be a B tier. Surprise Confetti grants a chance to obtain an item whenever you destroy a weapon. It's good. It's a good one to have. Most of the times you're gonna destroy weapons, so it's a good one to have. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it's bad. There's no downside to it. Kind of synergizes with the liquid lock, so it's a good one. Now, Tankman Doll. That means that you get double the weapons. There's like double weapon chest in the weapon room. I think it's good. More options to grab. More options to destroy, synergizes really well with the Heart of Steel. So yeah, get your Tankman Doll. Definitely it's a good item to grab. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the A tier. I don't think it's that great. The synergy, like this one together, I think it's an amazing synergy. Like these two items together would be an S tier synergy, but individually, I'm gonna put in the B tier. But you know what? Just because of the potential synergy, the added value of having a synergy, is A tier. You know what? Why not? Why not? Now we have Taser, stun enemies, kind of similar to this one. Same effect, kind of redundant, but Daisy Treat, freeze enemies. It's a good one. It's a good one to have. Kind of like an AoE. It doesn't deal damage, but freeze enemies allows you to kill enemies faster, or kill enemies without worrying of them attacking you or them killing you. So yeah, there you go. Tax Forms, man, this one is an S tier item. Tax Form is so good. It's so good. Yeah, it gives you damage the more money you have. So if you have, and it doesn't have any limit. I don't think it has any limit. Not like the Mr. Moneybags that is 700, you get the damage buff and that's it. No, this one you can have thousands and thousands of money. I don't think there's a limit. I might be wrong with that one, but it's a really good item to have. The downside is that you lose 1 money every second in combat. But if you have like a really good amount of money, you always make a profit. And the more money you have, the faster you kill the enemies. So yeah, losing money 1 every second in combat is really not bad. It's really not bad. Definitely S tier. Diaper. I think it's a B tier. It's a good one to have. Makes toilet paper spawn more often, and toilet paper allows you to get Focus Ranch, allows you to get Gold Kernel, allows you to get flies. So it's a really good items, really good value items that you get with toilet paper, right? So yeah, I guess it's a good one to have. Get more chance to get the toilet paper. The first time attract coins towards you for further away. This one, I don't really see the benefit of it, because once you clear the room, all the coins comes towards you. So I don't really see the benefit of it. It is kind of beneficial in the arena. When you kill one boss, you get money, but you keep in combat. You keep like staying in combat, so the coins do not come towards you, and some coins might despawn. Also in the Super Cloud fight, that might be beneficial before the money despawns. But other than that, I don't think it's It's amazing. I think it's amazing. The needle, definitely D tier. Makes enemies take more damage, but you take double damage. Like double damage. I don't know if it makes the enemies take double damage. I don't know. I'm not sure about the percentage here, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it to take double damage just to improve your damage against enemies. You have several items, a lot of items. You have duplicator. You can duplicate the Jester Caps, for example. You can do a lot of things here to improve your damage without the need of the needle. So I don't think this one is an amazing one. Definitely not. The Vault, I think it has their benefits. The bank is not particularly a good floor. Sorry, I apologize. The bank is not a very particular floor. You can get the benefit, like for example in speed running, just go for every single bank elevator. So it's a good one. Allows you to skip bosses. The vault, the bank, oftentimes have like always have golden pots, so that's extra money. So there's some benefits there, but it's not a particularly good floor. Like I would rather take a kitchen every floor, you know? Taking a kitchen every floor is like, hell yeah. The kitchen is one of the best floors in the game. You get free items, 3 free items. And some of the items that Roselia sells in the kitchen are the best. But the bank is not particularly amazing. I guess it's a good one to have, but yeah. Anyway. Tiny Wallet, D tier, is so bad. It's like terrible. It's so bad. Limits you to 500 but grants you a speed and damage boost when you reach that limit. It's really bad. Anti-synergistic with the Mr. Moneybags. You already have several other items that give you speed. Anti-synergistic with the Silver Soul. Not good. Not good. And for example, if you do a loop run, the Ambrosia costs 600. So if you limit to 500, that basically means that you are unable to buy anything in a loop run. So this one is a no, like a definitely no for me. Toilet paper, I think it's an A tier. It's just really good. The downside is that kind of like limits you to 2 HP. So like high risk, high reward, but you can get the funky syringe, which is one of the best items in the game. You can get the kernel, you can get the flies. So, but yeah, I think it's a really good item. High risk, high reward. But yeah, let's keep going. Toxic barrel, A tier, definitely. All explosions are radioactive, and fire bullets. So really good synergies here, really good synergies here, really good synergies here. IED, IDE, IED, I already forgot. So they're like really good synergies with this one, but this is just so amazing. Radioactive explosions and bullets out of the radioactive explosions, really cool. Trading receipt, destroying weapons gives you more money. Good one to have. It's a good one to have, no downside to it. Tragedy, upon taking damage you release a barrage of projectiles. I don't think this is a particularly one. I guess you will get the benefit because you will eventually get hit, you will eventually take damage, so you will get the benefit of it. But I kinda don't like these items that requires you to take damage in order to get the benefit, so it's not particularly good. Now, trigger finger, I don't know about this one. So I don't know about this one. It's good. I enjoy playing with it. Sometimes it just gets annoying. It kind of depends on the weapon. It kind of depends on the fire rate, the base fire rate of the weapon. So the way the trigger finger works is that you will have to like spam your button, but it has like a soft spot For example, some weapons you wanna spam, but at a specific rate. Like, I don't know if you're hearing that, guys, but yeah, sometimes you wanna spam a specific speed. Sometimes you wanna spam faster. Sometimes you wanna like spam a little slower. But yeah, it makes that every time you fire every time you release the button. So that means that you have to press every time. And it doesn't work spamming. Spamming is not good. It's not good with it. There is a soft spot, and once again, it depends on the fire rate of the weapon. It depends on if you have already like some items that increase your fire rate. So yeah, I'm not sure about this. I have runs with it, enjoyed it, but yeah, I think it's more detrimental than beneficial. So we're gonna put it here at the bottom of the C tier. UFO, good one to have. It's a familiar, it's not bad. Ultra Hot Pepper, also good one to have. Synergizes with the Demon Lung. This one, nah, going to the C tier. Unreliable Angel, chance to negate damage at 1 HP, so kind of requires you to be at 1 HP. Synergizes with the Liquid Lock, synergizes with the Dead Eye, so if you want to go for that build, really good, it's really good, but yeah, not necessarily amazing. Vampire Charm, I think this is one of the best items in the game. It gives you a chance to heal upon killing an enemy. You will kill enemies, like that's the game. So healing will be something that you will get out of this item. So I think it's a really good item. It's a really good item. Yeah, this one, I think this, no. It's an amazing one. Victory Remains. I think it's an S tier. That means that bosses will drop an item upon defeat. This is broken when you go to the arena. It's broken. Every single one of the bosses will drop an item. Every boss in every floor will drop an item. And items build runs. So this one really good to have. VIP guarantees that cultist shop will appear in the balcony. I don't really like it because the balcony can be really bad. Balcony can be really bad. So the cultist shop can be really bad, really detrimental. Sometimes you can get the tiny wild, sometimes you can get the sugar, sometimes you can get the chaos token. So yeah, I don't know about this one. I guess it's a good one if you have the private eye item, but other than that, sorry, I apologize. Other than that, I don't know. Might not be super amazing. Skull and Christmas gift are basically the same thing when you think about it. Not necessarily, because you can go into the bank, for example, to the special elevators, and you get extra benefit from it. But you don't get any bosses in the bank or in the bathroom or in the kitchen. So are kind of the same, but Christmas gift is way better. It's way better. Still, Skull is really good. Victory Remains really good. Wandering Star, another familiar that kind of circles around, kind of similar to the bossy. So I don't really like it because it doesn't target enemies like the UFO or the pumpkin or the drum body. So this one is kind of particular in its use. So I don't think it's very good. So I'm gonna put it here. Weapon refresher, I don't think it's as good as this one, but you know what, just for the sake of fairness, we're gonna put both refreshes in here. That means that you're gonna be able to refresh your weapons. If you don't like the weapon that you get, you have a button to refresh it. So yeah, that's good. Weird magazine, chance to stun enemies and set them on fire. Synergy potential here. So I think it's good stunning enemies. So it's kind of like a combo between the taser, the iron lung, the lighter. It's kind of like a synergy there by itself. So the item itself is a synergy on itself, right? So so yeah, and I kind of like the comedy of the item, because the weird magazine, like, yeah, so enemies are like, that's hot, I am burning, and I'm stunned, right? Because it's stunning. So I like kind of like the comedy of it. So yeah, there you go. Wet wipes, I think, is one of the best items in the game. I'm not sure if it would be an S tier item. Wet wipes negates the downside of the toilet paper. So it's really good. It's really good because, once again, the toilet paper allows you to get one of the best items in the game, some of the best items in the game. But the downside is that this is not gonna, like you get locked into 2 HP, so you're very fragile. High risk, high reward. This completely negates that. So this is kind of like a good combo to get an insane build, an insane build. So it's really good item. It's a really good item. Now, how beneficial it is in terms of like a longer, like a lasting, or like a longer period of time. How beneficial it is, I don't know. I think it's just like a good to have in case you get the toilet paper, and in case you get the bathroom. So it's kind of conditional in that way. However, I still think it's one of the best items in the game. So yeah, there you go. Beach, beach. Oh my goodness, sorry. Witch be gone. Oh, Witch be gone. It's not good. It's not good. Replaces the witch with 2 free item chests. I mean, the item chest could be good, but I'd rather visit Cordelia, you know? I'd rather visit Cordelia, and I'd rather have the option to buy stuff from Cordelia. I'd rather have the option to buy Ambrosia in case I need it. And also it kind of breaks the synergy of the big spender. No, not the big spender. Which one is that item? Yeah, buy 3 get 1. So kind of breaks that synergy. So I mean, that synergy applies to all the shops, but one shop less, not amazing. And already you have multiple items in the shop, and you could get an extra item with this item, right? You can get an extra chest. So this one kind of seems really bad. X marks the spot, reveals secret rooms. I think it's good. It's not absolutely necessary, just because I mean, you can find the secret room by yourself. It's not really necessary to have this. And as I was saying, like maps and compass. I had the compass over here. Where's the compass? Compass over here. I feel like it's a little redundant, just because the gameplay of the game is go around exploring, find the secrets, map the floor yourself, you know? That's the gameplay. So I don't think either the map or the compass are like super good. Maybe this is kind of like a convenience, just to like not go around finding the secret rooms. Kind of like a convenience. So I think this is a better one than the map, a better one than the compass. But you know what, the map kind of reveals the secret rooms and reveals the compass, so it's kind of like a combination of these two. So I think we're gonna swap this with the map. Actually, you know what, this one here, I'm gonna put the map here, just because the map is a combination of compass and no, but you know what, the compass, no, the map is a one-time use item. you only get the map once each floor, so you will need to buy a new map. This item works in every floor, so it's like a long-lasting or everlasting benefit. The map is not. So this one is, I think this way works. I think this works. X-ray, extra secret room. It's a benefit. There's no downside to it. Kind of synergizes with X marks the spot. So yeah, there you go. I don't know. Yeah, it's good. Extra money, extra pots, extra items sometimes, extra weapons sometimes. It's good. And yellow fedora, I think it's also good. I think it's also a good item to have. How do I make this full scale? I thought it was F10. Full screen. What? How do I make it full screen? To have everything in one screen. I don't know. But yeah, like this one used to be bad. I didn't like this item, but with the latest patch, I think it's the latest. Yeah, I think it's the latest. This shop sells ammo refills, so that kind of counteracts what I've been talking about the whole day. Helps a little bit with that balancing in the alternative weapons. Helps with that balancing. So this item kind of has a lot more value now. So yeah, we're gonna put in the good old B tier. Now, is there a way for me to set it up? Oh, there you go. So that's it. That's a full tier list. I cannot believe we did this. This was a Gargantuan task. We've been streaming for like 2 hours 51 minutes. Oh my goodness. And I've been recording this for the YouTubes. I thought of doing this offline, but then I realized that there are 230 items in the game, and I was like, no, let's do it on stream. And then we download the VOD and upload it to YouTube. Oh yeah, we did it. We did it. What about the one removed item? I'm not sure which one are you talking about. I literally just went into the wiki, downloaded all the pictures, and created the template. Yeah, this is the Messenger soundtrack. Yeah. It's really good. I really enjoy it. It's really good music. But anyway, we did it. I think I don't know if I should change anything. I am not truly happy with the holster being an A tier, or the wet wipes being an A tier, or the tankman dome. So I think the tankman dome would be maybe in the bottom part of the A tier. The umbrella would also be in the bottom part. What about this? I think this one is good. Yeah, it's good items without any downsides. These are good items, but very conditional, or that have some downsides to it. And these are just like crappy items. These are just crappy items. But yeah, we did it. I'm really happy about this. I don't think anyone has done this before. So I hope this results useful for other people. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, so if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the whole thing until the end. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the video in YouTube. I'm gonna keep streaming, but yeah, for the video in YouTube, that's gonna be it. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot.